Hey guys, I'm Dr. McFarland and I gotta get some work done in the studio tonight. So what I'm gonna show you is some basic vocal editing techniques here in Logic Pro 10, as well as starting to do some automation stuff, which I need to do. I have a fairly decent static mix going on right now, but there's still a few things that kind of need to be tweaked and balanced. So what we're going to do is we have these track stacks right here. So I basically took two different tracks and you can simply highlight these and then right click, maybe not right click, whatever you got to do. Yeah, right click and then you say create track stack and it's going to basically put these tracks in a folder. And then you can extend the folder if you need to, like that. I'm going to get rid of this zoom option thing. Yeah, that works better for me. And if I need to extend the tracks bigger, I can always just hold down option and do that. Or I can hold down control and option and do a swipe and it'll make the area a lot bigger. And then I can hit control Z or maybe not. Okay, so whatever it is. I'm still kind of getting used to Logic and how it works. I do make house calls. Yes, I do. So, David, who's in the chat right now, he was a recent contestant on The Price is Right. No, I'm kidding. He was a recent guest on my podcast, which I should be editing here pretty soon, and it'll be uploaded next week. So, but this focus of this video for tonight is getting some vocals hashed out and getting them to sound a little bit better than they are right now. Alright, so this background vocal doesn't come in until over here, so I'm going to go ahead and edit that out. I'm just dragging, and I'm very used to the way Reaper zooms in and out. And I'm still kind of getting used to how Mixbus does it. Mixbus. Logic Pro 10. So let's do the magnifying glass. Let's zoom in here. And you can see that I have some tuning options set up. I've done some tuning on this. So what I would really prefer is to be able to edit something and then do Control B, which is bounce regions in place, but it doesn't actually bounce them in place. It makes you do a new track, which I'm not too fond of. Yeah, I'm just not fond of that. So let's see what happens if I take this off. See, I don't think it keeps what I've edited if I take that off. It changes it back. So, David, if you know anything about this, let me know. Yeah, because I need to figure this out. But there's all of Lizzie's background vocals. Then we have Angie, which I hadn't really done any editing to her. But I do have, I thought I had they're actually here. I have pitch correction plugin set to chromatic, and I'm actually going to set it to major scale. Unless, well, I can't. No, I can't do that because this song has a key change, So unless I want to, put the last half of this vocal on a different track, which will add more tracks to the overall session, I'm not going to do that. All right. So I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'm just kind of giving you the gist of what we're going for here. So let's, I wish I knew a shortcut to like zoom all the way back out. That would be great. Ooh, there's that. And there's that. What are those shortcuts? That's what I want to know. So I think you can go to like key commands and edit. I'm going to look for zoom to session. And there's nothing that comes up. Zoom window, zoom tool. Recall zoom 1. Zoom to fit all contents. Toggle zoom to fit selection or all contents. Toggle zoom focus tracker row. Yeah, I already kind of do that. Zoom all. Zoom all is up arrow. Nah, it's not doing anything. All right, I'm not worried about that, but I do like that little button right there. Just going bam. I like doing that. All right, so let's go to a place where I know some vocals are. And this swell guitar, this cymbal needs to go up here. And then this guitar needs to go up towards the I'll put it right above the bass. We'll close the piano, and there's a staccato strings. So check this out in the bridge. It's kind of fun. Okay, and that's all there is for that whole section. Then we have 3 violin tracks right here. But I'm not going to worry about violins right this second. So let's worry about main vocal, and let's have the track zoom be on and off. So which means if I click on this track, it'll zoom out in on the track. If I click on this, it'll zoom in on that. So I kind of flow from different tracks and all that. So so what I want to listen for is where are some of these vocals. All right, so we have a vocal here at the beginning. I'm not quite sure if I want that at the beginning, but let's just see what happens.
Came to us in a broken world, from the dark of night to the perfect child of love. He saw the world he was sent to save, breathed the air that he had made.
All right, so these vocals right here, I basically muted. I basically muted them. But what about these tracks right here? So Control 1, no, not Control 1. Control M is going to mute or unmute. Okay, like so. So you can see that these are muted. And now they're unmuted. They're muted. All right. So let's check this area right here. I really don't like how all this scrolls back and forth.
With his mother by his side.
All right, so these vocals are still off. Like the syllables don't really line up, and that's what I'm trying to fix.
With his mother by his side.
All right, so like this one can technically go over a little bit.
With his mother by his side.
Okay, this one's here. This one feels like it's late or something.
Mother by his side.
Say this one's here. And something's going on this way.
His side. I can only imagine what it would have been.
So this what? I think it's a little late, or it's actually a little ahead.
What it would have been like just to hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose on Christmas morning. Just to know him, the one who gave me life when the...
All right, there's a little discrepancy in here. And for you 3 viewers that are watching right now, give me your name, where you're from, and tell me what DAW that you use. How about that? So what I'm listening for right now is basically, I'm gonna do a little high pass filter on my vocal. Check. Too much bass. Something like that. Okay. I'm listening for discrepancies in phrasing between the vocals. So this is the main vocal and one of the background vocals.
The one who gave me life when...
So this m. See what that does.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose.
Now normally I would cut up the waveform and like either stretch the audio or just slide things back and forth. But this is called flex time in Logic Pro 10, and it's set to rhythmic. I could do, it's not really polyphonic because it's not like multiple notes. So yeah, rhythmic is fine. So it's cool. But yeah, let's keep listening.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas morning. It all began with you when the sun rose.
Okay, this one came in late. So I need to move this over a little bit, like that.
When the sun rose.
Cool.
For God so loved.
Yeah, so I was gonna mix this song in Harrison Mix Bus, but there are still a lot of issues. I recorded all this in Logic Pro just to get some more knowledge on another DAW because I've used Reaper for such a long time, and I do like Harrison Mix Bus for mixing, but the way Mix Bus handles takes and comping and just like the whole layering of audio on one track, it just really bugs me. I don't like it at all. How it handles all that. So I choose not to record in Mixbus, and I'll just simply mix in Mixbus. That's all I do. But there's still a lot of issues in this song as far as the vocals go that I went back to Logic, and I'm trying to fix all those issues right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish the song in this DAW and not convert everything back over to Harrison Mix Bus because I just need to get it done. I can always go back and forth later for like other things, but for this song, it just has to get done. I can't play around anymore. So let's check out this phrase right here.
With him forever.
Okay, so I'm going to zoom in to all this. And it looks fairly close. Right there. So I feel like this is a little late right here. So I'm sliding that over.
With him forever.
Looking for that the f of the forever. So slide this over to there. I'm basically just using this line to line things up. So
with him forever.
Just to hold.
Okay, that sounds good. Now let's go ahead and solo the key change here. Let's listen to this.
Just to hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose on Christmas.
Okay, now there's his S doesn't stop till all the way over here, and she ends hers like here or something. See, it's like this little blip right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a node, and we're going to add a node here. And that's what the one line does. You can add little vertical lines, and then from there you can go in, you can shift it. So let's see what happens if we do that. Nah. I don't think it's worth it. I think the best thing to do is probably just edit that after I get done with the rest of this here.
On Christmas morning.
Alright, it sounds like he's a little... Something sounded flat there. Something weird. Something was weird there. We don't really have tons of takes to go off of.
When the sun rose on Christmas morning, just...
What if I use this portion here?
On Christmas morning.
Nah.
On Christmas morning.
Ridiculous. I hit a button. There we go. I didn't mean to hit a button, but I did. So I'm selecting this. So this is a very easy way to select between different takes, which I really like. So I'm going to choose this one down here.
the sun rose on Christmas morning, just to know him, the one.
Okay, and I heard a little something going on in the vocal. So let's check that out.
Just to know him.
Okay, this hymn comes in like later, which is not good. Zoom in. No.
Know him.
It's ridiculous. Let's put in some nodes here. And let's slide this over to beat 3.
Know him, the one who gave.
So you notice that. So her hymn word or syllable was a little too long, where it ended after the original vocal. So I just added 3 nodes in here, 3 vertical lines, and I shifted the middle line to where the end of this phrase lined up with his phrase. So this is like beat 3 right here. Yeah, that's great. Sounded good.
Him, the one who gave me life.
All right, L comes in a little late somewhere.
The one who gave me life.
All right, so all this. So let me show you here. We're gonna slide that back.
Gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas morning.
Yeah, that's way off.
On Christmas morning.
See what that does.
On Christmas morning.
Way too fast. Slide it back.
On Christmas morning.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It all began with you. It all began with you.
Okay. I heard another discrepancy in the vocal. So we're going to find a different take. And there's really not another take. Ooh, there's take 1 down here. See what that does.
It all began with you when the.
Let's try this word right here.
It all began
Yeah.
with you.
All right, that was a lot better. I like that a lot better. So we basically, instead of using this, or instead of using this phrase here, we use this one down here. Because this was take 7 and this was take number 1. So there you go. And there's our chosen snippet from that vocal. So let's listen to this ending, the little tag here.
It all began with you when the sun rose.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, so I'm happy with all that. It sounds good to me. Now, this is... Oh, man. I don't want her coming in the first verse. So I will mute that part. But let's check out what she sounds like here.
With his mother by his side, I can only imagine what it would have been like just to hold him, look into.
All right, not fond of all that. I'm going to erase it because I'm not going to use it.
Just to hold him, look into his eyes when the sun rose on Christmas morning.
Morning. I think there's just one take of this, so I don't have another option.
Just to know him, the one who gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas morning. It all began with you.
All right. So let's just say, for example, that all this is edited down, right? What I want to do is turn on the cycle up here, and we are actually going to, let's highlight all this. Let's go to Control B, and this is going to be called Liz BGV1 aligned 5. Though technically this is on track 7. Okay, so BGV 7 aligned. Source. Let's mute it for now. We're not going to bypass effect plugins. We're going to leave those on, which means this EQ and the pitch correct is going to still be applied to the track. We're not going to do volume pan automation, and we're going to turn off any normalization. All right, so check this out. It is bouncing regions. Okay. And there is our track. So here's the original right here. And it's still in our folder and all that, which is fun. Okay, so there's my line track. So this 7, I'm actually going to type H for hide. I'm going to hide that one as well as mute it, so I can just see the align track. Okay, like so. So I'm going to pull that back. Let's pull this back over this way. I like using the marquee tool, like so. I can do that and then click up here and then hit delete, which is great. So marquee, click up top, which automatically splits the region. I can delete that, and then marquee tool, click delete. All right, so there's that. I can always pull that back a little bit. I can fade in and out. So it's basically the equivalent of like a smart tool in other DAWs. And I wish I could zoom in and out according to the mouse and not the timeline thingamajigger here. There's got to be a preference somewhere for all that, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. Snap is smart. Snap to grid. Relative value. Snap quick swipe comping. Snap edits to zero crossing. Snap automation. All right, that's pretty good. So we did a bounce to track in for the background 7. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we got a vocal right here. And let's compare that to our main vocal in the chorus. So we're going to unsolo the align track and listen to this other background vocal.
Hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose.
All right, let's go one step farther. Let's just listen to the 2 background vocals. All right, let's turn off track zoom. Sometimes I don't like track zoom. All right, so now I'm going to use an alternative method here. Instead of using the flex time, I am going to, man, I really don't like the way that zooms in. I'm going to kind of eyeball it a little bit.
Just to hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose on Christmas morning. Just to know him, the one who gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas.
I think that ended different.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas morning.
All right, so.
Life when the sun rose.
All right, so for instance, this little area right here, I'm going to take it, I'm going to split it. I'm going to use this. So I don't want to change the length, but I want to, yeah, if I hold down Option, that's going to give me the stretch option here. I'm going to, can't time stretch folders. Bull hockey, you can't. So you're saying I can't do it if I'm in a folder? Oh, booger. That doesn't make sense. Oh, weird. All right, well. All right, I'm gonna end up using flets, a little flex time here. And what just happened? Disastrous. All right, so I've chosen that. All right, sorry, folks. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go, which I know is great, right? High speed section. No, I don't. All right. I'm not going to mess with that at all. I think it's fine. That's fine how it is. Okay.
Life when the sun rose on Christmas morning. It all began with you.
All right, now this vocal right here, this was a really low note for a female. I mean, super low. So what we're going to end up doing is region. Oh, wow. I'd love to be able to take down the volume, but it's not going to let me, is it? So this is where automation is going to come in. Okay, so check this out. So here's my volume. T. I think there's a. Okay.
Begin.
All right, sorry. Marquee tool is R. So I'm highlighting that. And then pointer. I'm bringing it down. All right, so I literally just learned how to do that by watching a video. So I'm going to bring that down in volume.
It all began with you when the sun rose.
Okay, and all that is pretty loud. Let's bring it down even more. Yeah, we're going to read this.
It all began.
Man, where is that coming from?
Morning. It all.
Okay, so that's on this track. Weird. Okay, what can I use? So option for me is the marquee tool. And then I'm going to take this down like that. Let's just take it down a pretty good amount. We'll bring this back up.
It all began. It all began.
Okay. That works. Let's just bring it down like 6 dB.
It all began with you when the sun rose.
Okay. Marquee tool. Oh, come on. Where's my marquee tool? There's marquee. That's just weird.
Began with you when the sun rose.
All right, so now let's listen to this other phrase.
It all began with you. It all began.
Okay, so if I take off automation, is it still there?
It all began with you.
Oh, flex pitch. I still have the pitch correct plugin on there, so I'm not going to worry about that so much. And these definitely don't line up. Like this is the hit, and this is like way back here. So we're going to highlight this, and we're going to slide it over. Automation data. Yeah, sure.
It all began.
Okay, now that was too much.
It all.
Why is this? Is it coming in late? Let's take this out.
It all began.
Alright, it's like I was copying it or something.
It all.
Ah.
It all began.
Alright. I can stretch that now. Why couldn't I stretch it before? It's ridiculous. Alright.
It all began. It all began.
Okay. It's fine there. Here's Angie. Check this out all together.
It all began. It all began.
Let's unsolo that one.
It all began.
Alright, I feel like this is the one that's... This one needs to be cut. And this one needs to be cut. Let's bring this back. Wow. My way around all this is just nuts. Alright, let's listen to what we have.
It all began with you when the sun rose.
Alright, let's unsolo all these. Play. And what is missing? Something was being soloed, I don't know.
Began with you when the sun rose. For God so loved the world, that He gave His only Son,
His only son.
His only Son.
His only son.
If we believe, we would be with Him forever.
Uh-oh. System overload. The audio engine was able to keep it. Yeah, probably because I'm live streaming at the same time. So, the one person who is watching now, who are you, where are you from, and what is your favorite DAW? As in digital audio workstation. Alright, that's not bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's listen to the Kali background vocals. And I think I cut out whatever was in the first chorus. Let's listen to these.
Hold him eyes when the sun rose on Christmas morning, just to know him, the one who gave me life when the sun rose
on Christmas morning. It all began with you.
All right, so we're gonna have to use our ears here. So let's mute that one.
Know him, the one who gave me.
Okay. This phrase.
Just to know him.
All right, this one's a little late, so we'll bring it up.
To know him.
Okay, see how I did that? I just moved that to the left a little bit, and it lined up that syllable.
To know him, the one who gave me life. The one who gave me life.
All right, the M is a little early.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose. When the sun rose on Christmas morning. On Christmas morning.
M. Pull that back a bit.
On Christmas morning.
Oh, it's too late. Too late.
On Christmas morning.
There we go. So those syllables lined up a little bit better. Let's go ahead and hear how both of these vocals sound throughout this section.
Just to know him. Just to know him.
All right, let's cut this. And let's stretch this back like so.
Know him, the one who gave me life.
Once again, this section here, I'll do the marquee tool. I'll cut it, and then I'm going to hold down shift. That's going to slide that over.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose.
So that's exactly how I would do it in Reaper. You know, because Reaper didn't, I mean, it has dynamic split, which is fine. But at least this, I mean, at least this way there is flex time and logic. But if I wasn't using flex time, which I mean, I don't mind using it, but you know, this is just not my normal workflow. So I'm very used to splitting up the audio and then time stretching. I'm either compressing the audio or expanding the audio to fit the phrasing. So listen to this again.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose on Christmas morning.
Okay, so the morning.
On Christmas morning.
See, this N is a little late. A little late to the party. So let's hold down shift. And it makes the little symbol, and then we're going to pull this back.
On Christmas morning. On Christmas morning.
Let's do it a little bit more. Like that.
On Christmas morning. On Christmas morning.
Alright, I think it's too much. Let's probably go back this way.
on Christmas morning.
Nah. It's late. We'll split the difference.
On Christmas morning, it all began.
Alright, this whole thing right here. Needs to come back to like there.
It all began with.
So what I did there was, let's go back. No, stop. Redo.
It all began with.
Alright, that's what I want to change right here. Is the began. See where this comes in, and we got this right here. So I'm going to marquee, click up top so it splits the region. And then since this is the ending point, I can just hold down shift. And we're going to slide that over like so.
Began.
And it's still, it's probably late.
Began.
Yeah, something's late. So let's pull it out to there and see what happens.
Began.
Okay, that's better. Let's marquee all this. And this one I'll just do a simple slide.
Began with you.
Okay. Apple T also splits an item. I'm going to stretch the whole end of this out. Because this section right here could be a little bit longer. And this needs to line up more. So.
With you. With you. When the sun rose.
Okay. This is the bridge.
So love the world that he gave his only son.
His only son.
His only son.
His only son.
If we believe, we believe we would be with him forever. Just to hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose.
Alright, so I'm going to automate this vocal right here. It's a little loud.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only son.
His only son.
His only son.
His only son.
If we believe.
Alright, so these two sections right here. These two areas right here. So let's go here. And let's go. So I guess when I'm in automation mode, I have to hit command, and that's going to highlight, and then I can bring this down.
His only son. If we believe.
System overload. Let's make sure I save it. So if it crashes, I don't lose all my work.
If we believe,
so I'm hearing this vocal right here pretty hot. So I'll go ahead and deal with both of that. And I'll bring this down to about right there.
if we believe, we believe.
Still hear it, still too loud.
If we believe, we believe, we would be.
System overload. Because I'm live streaming, folks.
We would hear him forever. Just
Alright, this is still fairly loud, but I'm going to bring it down anyway. Like so.
we would be.
Try increasing the I/O buffer size. Change the multi-threading option. Audio devices. Alright, save. Preferences. Audio buffer size. It's the highest it can go, Captain. Rewire. Cool. Alright, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on.
Him forever, just to hold him and look into.
Alright, she's going off right here big time.
Hold him, look into his eyes.
Alright, so all this, all that. So marquee tool, I'm going to marquee it up, marquee mark.
Just to hold him and look into his eyes where the sun rose.
Alright, she's high right here as well. It's pretty loud. I really like that, using the marquee tool, just making the selection, and then it automatically makes the points where you need to go.
Just to hold him and look into his eyes when the sun rose. Christmas morning.
Overload. Man.
Christmas.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Man, I'm tired. I really am. So what I've done so far is I've done some light editing on the vocals, make sure things are lining up a little bit better than they were before. I swapped a few different takes of the vocal, like the main vocal, to make sure the notes are sung correctly. And now I'm just basically going through and automating different stuff. So I see right here, like this is a big blob right here. So let's check it out.
Just to know him, the one who gave me life when the sun.
I think this is the sound of.
The one who gave me life.
Yeah, she's loud right there. So we'll pull this down. Pretty good amount.
The one who gave me life when the sun rose.
Overload. Excuse me. One person who is watching, who are you? Where are you from? And what is your favorite doll? And do you have any questions about recording or, guitar stuff or, I don't know, whatever? Let yourself be known and be heard here on the live stream. So I've been going for about an hour, which is fine. And this is literally the end of the song. So let's just try and make it through.
Christmas morning.
First of all, I'm going to marquee this section here. And let's bring this vocal down. Sometimes I have to solo tracks just to make sure I know what I'm hearing.
Just to know him.
She's belting it. You go, girl. Go, girl, go. All right, listening.
Christmas morning, just to know him, the one who gave me life when the sun rose. On Christmas morning, it all began with you.
Okay. Let's play it from here.
With you. It all began with you. When the sun rose.
And again. All right, that's good for that. All right, so now what I want to listen to is all right, let's mute the piano section. Because really we're at the loudest part of the song here. So let's listen to the bridge and make sure the strings are up nice and loud.
So love the world that he gave his only son.
His only son.
Alright, one thing I hear is these staccato tracks are fairly loud. You can even see the waveform is physically louder or bigger than this one. Man, it's so weird. Why can't I just gain? I can. It's right here. Okay. I'm like, surely there's a gain option here. So I just use the clip gain to bring down the level.
For God so loved the world.
Oh man. System overload. Alright. So I feel like the vocal is a little bit better. I have a pretty decent static mix. And this is really the spot where you start going in and you automate different sections, different levels, different instruments. Just so it all balances together how you want. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream for now. And I am pretty tired, so I'm not going to... I got what I needed to get done for tonight. And then tomorrow, I think my co-writer is going to come over and we're going to finish up the mix together. He's going to give me his critiques and thoughts, and I'm going to try to accommodate that, and then just finish her up. So, real fast, let me play you some violins here. Okay, there's cello. Alright, so let's go to the chorus. Why did the note cut off right there? I gotta find that out. It's like the note just stops. That's why. Alright, let's figure this out while we're getting a stop note. Alright, let's delete that. And let's draw it in here. Alright, that should be better. There we go. Say hi, Alicia. There's one person watching. I'm about to fall asleep on him because I'm tired. Alright, folks. I hope that was somewhat educational. I talked about editing vocals, automating tracks, and that's really the gist of this video. So Be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell so you'll be notified when I go live or release future videos. But in the meantime, I'm